Good morning, everyone. We're about to bring you the latest COVID-19 UAE updates. However, if you found this podcast through an article, which so many of you are doing, please hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts so you can get your Dubai news daily. Go through all the trending stories that everyone in Dubai is talking about. Today is the day. How many years in the making? The opening ceremony of Expo 2020 Dubai kicks off, and we're going to have all the live coverage right here at Lovin Dubai. We are super excited. Simran's dressed for the occasion. I am not, but we're still excited. We're also going to talk about all of the great things you can do in Dubai this weekend. We have Katie Brill from Kouture in studio. We're going to go talking all things sustainable fashion.
And we'll also be talking about Saul Bale leaving the internet outraged after charging his customers 218 dirhams for 4 cans of Red Bull.
We also had 4 cans of Red Bull this morning. That's why we are so excited about Expo. Woo!
And also 91% extra Skywards miles when you go shopping this week. So more on that later as well.
But before we get into it, we have actually pretty big news that's hitting international headlines. Britney Spears, the one and only, has been released from the conservatorship of her father.
About time.
The
universe granted her this. I mean, she's out of his clutches, and he's been pressurized by the media and people as well for quite a long time. So it's finally happening.
A judge has suspended Britney Spears' father from the legal arrangement that gave him control of her life after Spears accused him of years of abuse. But what's just phenomenal is that now, I think who's been watching on Netflix, by the way, apparently the documentary has dropped. I haven't watched it yet, but I really want to. There was also the New York Times documentary a little time ago that I also didn't watch, but I'm still interested in the story. But I've listened to podcasts on it.
I don't think it's there for the UAE Netflix. I wasn't able to find it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Anyone watched it?
But ACS, it's quite fascinating, her whole story. I'm dying to watch her documentary to understand exactly how things have panned out and how she's given her statements on all of this and to see the visuals behind it. But
it's just tragic, really. Like, I haven't heard the most recent, like the last couple of years, but like it's so tragic that she was this child star. I just look back at the Justin Timberlake stuff, and she fell in love with him, and then there was like that moment where I think she cheated on him with a kiss. And then that was the moment when he decided to leave her and write all those songs about her without her permission. And when you listen back to the music at that time, he was clearly writing about her, but we weren't totally sure at the time. And that left her devastated, and she fell into some marriages because all she really wanted was a family. All she really wanted was love. And you just see that time and time again. And she just fell for guys who possibly used her for other reasons, money and fame. Hopefully, now with the media coverage and clearly the entire world behind her, we're going to see some good things from Miss Britney Spears.
Yeah, and the worst part is that the one you would rely on family the most, you would expect your parents to always have your back, and just to see her father subjected to that kind of abuse that she has come out and just, what's the word? Come out clean of, like just revealed, exposed to the world. It's so tragic, really. And seeing all the famous women like Princess Diana and everyone, it's just like all they want is love. They go in search of love, and all they find is heartbreak.
I'm listening to a Mariah Carey podcast now, and it's also way back when she first started, and it was the same. She became famous, and this man basically started. Her husband was also very, very controlling and put her in this like palace, but also nearly fortified that she barely had permission to leave. And it was like she was the biggest superstar, and yet she couldn't go out and get a Big Mac comfortably without like being told to get back into her house.
What does this teach us, Casey? What does this teach us?
This teaches us that now there are strong, independent women fighting back.
Yes. It's the age of self-love. We don't need a significant other.
Facts. Let's jump into, on that note, tips from us to you. Let's jump into our top story. The Expo 2020 Dubai opening ceremony kicks off tonight, and we have all of the latest updates. As you know, the Expo 2020 Dubai star-studded opening ceremony, it will be streamed live across more than 430 locations in the UAE. We're going to give you the rundown on some of those, which means everyone has the chance to watch this incredible spectacle. And yes, you know it already, we'll be streaming it here live on Lovin Dubai. So please join us from 7:30 as we watch the world's greatest show kick off. Now, if you want to watch it, screens will be set up at locations ranging from airports shopping malls, hotels, and other landmarks, basically showing the incredible music and cultural performances as they happen. Do not miss it. Among those performing, we have the world-famous tenor Andrea Bocelli, Grammy-nominated Golden Globe-winning actress, singer and songwriter Andra Day, platinum-selling British songwriter Ellie Goulding, and of course the international megastar Lang Lang and four-time Grammy winner Angelique Kidjo.
And the fun doesn't stop there. Tomorrow night, 3 spectacular firework displays will take place across Dubai, marking the first full day of the Expo in a spectacular visual celebration commemorating the journey from winning the bid in 2013 to opening the first World Expo in the Middle East, Africa and South Asia region, and the largest global event held since the start of the pandemic. And from tomorrow, you can go. Tickets to Expo 2020 Dubai are available online and through more than 2,500 authorized ticket resellers, and including online travel agents, tour operators, hotel groups, and airlines from 100+ markets around the world.
So watch the opening ceremony. If you want to go out, catch it on a big screen, you can do it. So there's heaps of hotels, the airports are going to be showing it. I can just imagine everyone's going to be somewhere. You're going to be out tonight. You're going to be in one of the hotels, like Rove is showing it, Emaar hotels are showing it, and you'll just catch it. So tag us in your stories. And if you want to watch it from the comfort of your own home, just turn on Lovin Dubai, because we're going to have it here on Facebook, not on Instagram, by the way, because Rich is going to be down there at the opening ceremony. He's going to be doing some stories coverage. So we're going to have stories, but you won't be able to watch the full show. So if you're on Instagram and you're an Instagram user, get onto YouTube, get onto Twitter, get onto Facebook. If you're an Instagram user, what's your second choice? We're Instagram-ish people, aren't we?
YouTube.
Mainly.
No, YouTube for me.
Either YouTube or you would jump to TikTok.
Oh, I'd go to Facebook immediately. No, but it shows, right? Because everyone's different in terms of their social media. So Ali's straight on to TikTok. Would you go to YouTube?
I would go to YouTube. But TikTok for a live? I don't get that concept.
We're live on TikTok right now. Hey, TikTok fam.
Hi.
But this is the thing. It's where do you watch? Because traditionally you're growing up and there's a big opening ceremony on the Olympics, or let's say it's New Year's Eve. And you want to watch the streaming of all the broadcasts, right? Because we're not the only people broadcasting it. A couple of people are. So maybe you want to flick through and pick your favorite one. So you're sitting at home flicking through the channels. Who flicks through channels anymore?
Yeah, very true.
So now you need to know that actually these things are streamed online in a big way. Like Facebook is opening up streaming in a big way. They're actually going to pay people for online streams, creators for online streams in the coming weeks, months. Maybe it's already happening. But online streaming is going to be a big part of how you watch and consume live broadcasts in future. So it's just finding the channels or finding the platform that you enjoy watching it on, because then you can put it on your big screen at home. Do you guys do that? Cast it?
Oh yeah, for sure. It is the best thing ever.
Is it?
Yeah.
Connecting your phone to the TV? It's madness. I love it.
Just whoever thought of this is, God bless them.
Living in the future.
Bringing us the future. And yesterday it was amazing how all the landmarks lit up in gold for just to celebrate the opening of Expo 2020. Oh my God, it's always so nice seeing the landmarks light up, and then one of those great visual conceptualized videos will be coming out soon of all the landmarks turning gold and the music and the full production. It's so cool. And His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai, he shared drone footage from the city moving out to the Expo site, and it's got that real kind of magical, celebratory, this is the beginning. It's super exciting. I don't know about you guys, but I really I feel buzzed about it. I feel like the city is buzzed. I feel like we're all just in massive anticipation stage. Yeah. We've seen some teaser pictures of what the Expo opening ceremony is going to look like. They're going big. Dubai. It's going to be spectacular. So I'm super excited. I hope you guys are as excited as we are. And wherever you are, whether you're at home or if you're out, this is such a big moment for Dubai. Just flick on a screen. It's going to be everywhere. If it's not, let them know it's on World Expo TV. It's on YouTube. So wherever you are, just ask them to turn on the screen because it's going to be big. Incredible. People are flying out from all over the world just to come and visit the Expo. And we are here in Dubai while it's happening. Insane. Facts. Insane. Residents have to make full use of the Expo. We're living right here. It is so convenient for us. So, rep it. One thing we will not be repping, however, is our next story. Now, Salt Bay has left the internet quite outraged after charging his customers $218 for 4 Red Bull cans. Now, this is not in Dubai, although his restaurant here is quite pricey as well. Now, the high-end restaurants can get away with charging their customers exuberant amounts after factoring in costs of location, services, experience, premium ingredients, manpower, presentation, and all that jazz. But sometimes restaurants go overboard, and that's when the internet intercepts and gives them a quick reality check, like, girl, no. So the Dubai-based Turkish restaurant.
Well, the internet says, girl, no. That's what the internet says.
I mean, that's a sugar-coated way, but they're
Cancelled.
not that sweet. Oh, cancelled. I hate that cancel culture.
That's terrific. Anyway.
The Turkish restaurateur Nusret, aka Salt Bay, frequently makes headlines for his OTT butchery style, but has recently drawn the ire of charging his customers at the Nusret Steakhouse in the upmarket King's Knightsbridge, West London, over 218 dirhams, which is 44 pounds for 4 Red Bull cans. Now, a customer, he shared his bill that mounted up to a whopping sum of 9,017 dirhams, which is over 1,000 pounds. And the internet was outraged. Now, 54 dirhams for 1 can of Red Bull. And clearly, society is too woke to be flexing on such expenditures these days.
As you know, Salt Bay is our favorite salt sprinkler. He got cult status back when his meme went viral. Gotta do it. Racking up millions and millions of views, spawned millions of memes and GIFs, and his likeness has been recreated across the world. Footballers do it, models do it, people come from all over the world to eat at his restaurants. So not only Red Bull, the tourist butcher also hiked up the price of Diet Cokes, whereas it's up to £9, where it's barely pounds in the supermarket. One Twitter user said, y'all confuse overpaying with luxury. Another said, I do not care how good it is. If you're spending £630 on a steak and £9 on a Coke, you do not deserve money.
Well, I mean, yeah, and then we shared this on our social media platforms, and the comments are, of course, as any other news you put out there, mixed. And people are just like, this is outrageous. Restaurateurs shouldn't be authorized to be, hiking their prices so much. And then some are like, you see the menu, you see the prices next to you before you order, so you're completely aware of what you're ordering, the price of it. Then why would you go ahead and order it? Like, you can change your restaurant, you cannot order certain items, so it's completely up to the person who is ordering. And some are like, it might be up to the person who's ordering, but why even subject your customers when they're coming for your experience to pay such a high amount? So it's very mixed.
I have two thoughts on this. The first one, we always hear about overcharging, and this is a London restaurant, by the way, but we always hear about overcharging in Dubai. Why is this place charging X for water? Why is this place charging X for a Coke, right?
Yeah.
But one day I was doing a takeover. I was down in I won't say the mall. I was down in a mall and I was chatting to the owner of the restaurant, and then we got chatting to the owners of a cafe nearby, and we actually had an hour-long chat about the costs that they incur. And they were raging because it's been such a tough year. Look, they're not Salt Bay's restaurant, but it's in general, they have so many costs and overheads, and potentially they're not putting people on furlough. They kept on their staff, and to put this water on the table, sometimes people forget the overheads, the staff, the service, the ambience, the music, everything that goes into it. That's one part. Obviously, this is Salt Bay's restaurant. If you're going, we talk about best cities in the world. London is one of the best cities in the world. Knightsbridge, by the way, as a location, is the fanciest location in London. Salt Bay is Nusret is a steakhouse, by the way. They're expensive restaurants. He is a fine dining chef, and he is the most famous Instagram chef in the world. If you're going to be paying that much money for Red Bull, people know that's how much it costs. If people are shocked by the cost of the Red Bull in that quartet, it's obvious. I'm just saying, it's not surprising that it's £9 for a Red Bull in Knightsbridge in London, Salt Bay's restaurant. You're literally going to pay. I have never eaten at a Salt Bay restaurant. If I get a free meal, I'll go 100%. But you are going for the visual spectacle that he may be there. It's just opened. People are going to have this happen at their table and to take their photos. We see it all the time in Dubai. I love the fuss around it. I love the virality that he creates. I love the fact that he has this thing, he does cappuccino, and people want to do it.
Yeah.
But you're paying to do it, so expect it.
Yeah.
I'm done. Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
Preach.
That's been building up.
Just go.
I think you've had a hard morning. A hard week, Casey.
Oh, that came from the heart.
Was that too much?
No,
I am
it's fine.
shaking right now.
Sorry.
But, yeah, guys, you heard that. You know what you're going in for, okay? I'm kind of scared to say I would never pay that much for a can of Red Bull.
Of course you would. Neither would I.
Moving away. Okay.
But however, if I go to one of the most expensive cities in the world and a fine dining steak restaurant with the most Instagram chef, I expect the prices to be very high.
But see, you gave a scenario where you went to a restaurant and they're not doing well, the pandemic hit
There was
everything.
2 points there, but yeah.
Yeah, and then with Nusret, he is a viral sensation and his restaurant has been doing well. It's been doing well since the pandemic.
Incredibly well, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just always, it's been on an uphill kind of scale for him for a long time. So if he has, I mean, if restaurants have the liberty to make it easier on their customers and kind of price it at, okay, high-end pricing is fine, but not hiking it up. I would imagine that restaurants should do that for their customers and those who are dying to come and try their food, who have been just, because, you know, people, foodies, they really dream of going to these viral restaurants and trying the food and seeing what the hype is all about. Like with Cizi and Barak, there was this one person who was dreaming and like just messaging him so much, like, okay, I want to come try it, I want to come try it. And he was even messaging us in our DMs, if you can fly me down. I just, all my biggest dream is to try Cizi and Barak.
Oh my days.
So people have that, you know, anticipation for these restaurateurs. So if it should be at a level where people can afford, you know, like even if you're not loaded or filthy rich, like you should be able to, okay, at least a can of Red Bull shouldn't be come up to 54 dirhams.
But that fantastic point. But I love it. But that's like, wouldn't you wish that like whatever, let's say, car or fashion or makeup brand, like, wouldn't you wish they made it affordable so I could actually afford it? But maybe that's the intent. Maybe it's like it's out of the price range. I don't know. But in terms of marketing genius and viral, and the fact that he's been able to open up in Dubai, I think Miami, in Turkey, like he's done whatever he's doing is working because people are happy to go.
I mean, paying that much for the food, for the dish itself, okay. Red Bull and Coke, personally, I'm not in line with Casey for this. I'm scared to say that.
Yeah, someone's saying, oh my god, all cheap people collected here. Come on, guys, the price for 8 people and that price is pretty affordable. So that's coming from someone saying, just purchase the entertainer.
Keep in mind,
Simran saying, Simran, go on a date there.
keep in mind that
Sorry, thanks for the comment.
There's also taxes involved when you buy Red Bull, for example, in the UK. It's like it's expensive on its own anyway.
No, it's not.
I think he's making a lot of money. Like it's just a money game.
It's 60 pence.
Anyway, I want to move on to all of the fun things you can do in Dubai this weekend and places where you can get affordable, delicious eats. I did not mean to segue into this, but we're talking about all of the great things to do in Dubai this weekend. And one of the places that you can go and eat is SMK Smoked Meat Kitchen. They do incredible beef, incredible brisket. It's not going to cost you what it costs at Salt Bay, I'll tell you that. And actually, I was there a little while ago. Not only are if you love smoked meats, the beef and the brisket is phenomenal. The Cubano sandwich. If you love sandwiches, it's very hard to get a good sandwich in Dubai. Go to SMK, it's their new location, City Walk, and just try the Cubano. I promise you. I promise you. Go there if you like sandwiches and tell me it's not good. It's just phenomenal.
Is it better than the sandwiches Chai makes us?
Does it make me Chai makes us sandwiches?
Okay, never mind. Maybe it's just me.
All right. What else is happening in Dubai this weekend apart from getting stabbed in the back?
Free. I guess Chai has his favorites. But anyway.
We knew Simran's Chai's favorite. We knew that already. Chai's our colleague. He sits across from me. Simran is his favorite.
Everyone wants Chai to pick them as his favorite. He's very generous. Anyway, but free events, speaking of free things, there's a free event happening, which is Body Healing Process Talk with New Levi, Thursday, September 30th, which is today, 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And yeah, it's gonna be free. You can go in there. It's going to be all about well-being, healing, and you can check that out.
It's fab. They say in the free talk, so Seva is quite like a healing space, and it's going to be a free talk, and it's efficient form of body reading system that allows you to learn about the internal situation of the body by observing your external body. And you'll be introduced to the basic ideas beyond the healing process.
That's amazing.
As well as that, of course, Expo is kicking off. Go and get your tickets. Tomorrow's the first day. I'm going to be down there. Try and tick off at least some of the 192 pavilions. Heaps of live shows happening. Tickets available across the country, citywide. You can get them online as well. I'd recommend getting out to do that. And, of course, at Dubai Opera, if you're looking for something incredible, it's called Kouture. The greatest flamenco dancer of this new century is happening at Dubai Opera. It's going to be beautiful. As well as that, if you're about Dubai Opera and you want to go shopping, Emaar Malls is doing something incredible where you can shop and earn some Skywards miles.
Ooh, 91% extra Skywards miles. Now, the Saudi National Day celebrations do not stop in honor of 91st Saudi National Day. The Dubai Mall is teaming up with Dubai Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing, DTCM, and Emirates Skywards to reward shoppers for all their beloved purchases. And until the 2nd of October, you can earn legit 91% extra Skywards miles up until October 2nd, and 91%. That's basically 91% for the 91st anniversary.
Which is genius, 100%. So actually, this includes both restaurants and stores. And as you know, there are over 1,300 brands and 200 restaurants in the Dubai Mall. Pretty big. To pick from, all of which will go towards your reward. So as long as you surpass that minimum of 100 dirham, and you can become an Emirates Skywards member if you aren't already. I know I am.
You're a Skywards member?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, yeah, it somehow automatically happens, no?
You have to sign up at some point, but I feel like living in Dubai, Emirates, there's a lot of opportunities to earn points. Still haven't gotten to that, we posted that meme. Did you do that meme? Amazing.
With Mr. Bean?
Yeah, it's like the day you get upgraded onto business, and it's like, look at you. But it's such a thing flying.
Emirates, business.
Yeah, business class. So get down to Dubai Mall this weekend, stack up those points. Favorite brand in the Dubai Mall, or favorite place to eat?
Oh, there's so many. This is stressful.
I was gonna say Cheesecake Factory.
Is that yours?
Okay, well, shop then. I'm gonna go Maj.
Maj?
It's like a shop that I always go in. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but I always look at the clothes. It's fab.
Is it really expensive? Because I've never heard of it.
It's expensive. I don't own anything from there. Nike, Sephora. Just gonna go.
I love them all. I can't choose. But Cheesecake Factory, they have the biggest, most generous portions. Like really, they're amazing.
Oh yeah, well that's why they're famous.
Yeah.
It's an American portion. It's so delicious. Yeah. And then you have to have cheesecake. So you go and you get your point. I always will get cheesecake to take. However, guys, that's all we have time for. But stay tuned, because joining us is Katie Brill from Kouture. It's a fashion show like no other, and she's going to talk to us all about it. She's going to be with us in about 30 seconds. Lovin Extra is here. This is the new membership, and while absolutely nothing changes for our readers, extra members get access to premium content, exclusive competitions, and first look for tickets and access to the coolest events across the city, and Lovin merch. If you subscribe right now, a very cool Lovin Red Eco Water bottle will be delivered to your door. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. We're now joined by Katie Brill from Kouture, a fashion show like no other, and the world's largest suitability fashion program for the youth. Since their start in 2010, Kouture now has over 100,000 participants. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Casey, for having me. It's great to be here.
Katie Brill, by the way.
Yeah, Katie Brill. Well,
is that your
name? No, it's actually not. And if I could get, I suppose, €1 for every time someone says, Katie, you're Brill.
Yeah, oh God.
Loaded.
That's how I was going to start. The Brill.
Yeah, no. We leave that there.
So not a stage. Okay. So Kouture is really, really cool, and we're going to have a little bit of modelling very shortly, so stay tuned. But give people an idea of what it is and how it's grown so big.
Yeah, of course. So Kouture is a platform for youth creative expression. And really what we do is we have launched this program in secondary schools throughout several locations, with the UAE being one of them. And we've been in Ireland for 11 years now. I actually took part myself back in 2012. And we challenge students to create wearable couture out of nothing but 100% recycled materials. So with that being said, our goal really is to empower these students to, look at their creativity and look at sustainability and feel empowered to express themselves creatively. And it's really, really important to us. And after going through it myself and being involved in the community for nearly 10 years now, I can most definitely say it's totally empowered me creatively, and also through educating me about sustainability. I wouldn't have known about the term as such, and it's empowered me to do it in a fun way and to look at waste in a new light. And I think that's really, really special.
100%. That's so interesting that you talk about, Katie and I are both from Ireland, and I actually did something with recycled fashion, like it would have been about that long ago. So take us back, that's great. Did you know then? Had you any idea that you would be involved, and what did you make back then in 2012?
Yes, so that was in 2012. It was the second year Kouture had launched in the northwest of Ireland. And in the first year there was only 200 entrants, would you believe? And like you said,
it's grown so much.
Yeah, we have now had over 100,000 participants. We've launched globally as well, which is huge. So in 2012, for me personally, I wasn't really sporty in school, and I felt like I just didn't have this sense of community, to have peers that were like-minded to me. And I was a science kid, but I was also creative. I was in the art department, and when I came across Kouture, I was like, what even is this? This is crazy. And a local juice bar had opened up in my area, and I just saw them emptying the machine of oranges, and they were putting in a bucket and putting underneath like this counter. And I go, sorry, can I ask where they go? And she goes, oh yeah, they just get picked up. And I go, but this is the whole problem with waste. We see waste, we put it away, and it's someone else's problem. We don't actually, that full circularity, where does the waste go? It's someone else's problem. But for Kouture is tapping into that and asking students to look at waste as a raw material for something new, and that not all waste has to be discarded. So I thought, okay, come on, let's enter Kouture for the crack. Let's have a bit of fun here. Yeah. Got 2 friends involved, and we decided to make leather out of orange peel. Dried it out, sewed it together, and we made a garment. Cool. Yeah, and we waited all the way to the grand final. I actually won the Glamour Award in the Western region. So part of Kouture, there's loads of awards up for grabs. There's bursaries to study fashion design. There's monetary prizes for schools, there's Teacher Hall of Fames. But one of the awards I got was to go to the Royal Film Premiere in London. And I walked like the red carpet with Ian McKellen from it was the Hobbit film that we went to, and Prince William and Kate was there. And as a 16-year-old girl from a very small town, the social capital benefits I got from performing on stage alone, but then getting that experience was just second to none. And that's why I'm still involved in the community today, because I think the benefits, I hope other students will get such a lightning journey as I did.
What a class story. And how does it work in terms of, I know that you've obviously expanded internationally, but how does it work in terms of, I want to participate and I'm in the UAE or Ireland, where do the finals take place, and how did you expand to so many countries? Like, how do you even reach people all over the world?
It's been a long journey. So as I mentioned, Casey, we've been in Ireland now for 11 years, and we focus a lot on live events and the performance element. So students spend, it's a year-round program, it's free to enter for schools and students. They spend the guts of several months creating these sustainable garments, and what happens is that all culminates in these grand finals within their country, where they get to perform in front of their family, their friends, their peers, and they get to tell the inspiring stories behind their designs as well.
Fun.
Yeah, and in Ireland it's in 3 Arena. There's 5,000 audience members. It's huge for these kids. And what happened then was obviously COVID hit, as we all know, and the pandemic then was really utilised as a liberator for Kouture, as we took a step back and asked ourselves, where do we see this brand going? And for us, it has always been about empowering youth. And we thought, well, we're in over 56% of secondary schools now in Ireland. We have to bring this to other countries. And we found out that there was an appetite for it in the UK whilst doing some market research. And we started speaking to some teachers within the UAE, in France, in Italy, and in New York as well. And found out they were like, yes, bring this, tell us more. So we facilitated webinars, as we could only do via Zoom and your Teams. And all of a sudden they were like, sign us up. And we thought, oh my God, this is happening. So we had a global rollout plan, and here we are in September, and we've officially launched in all those locations I just said. And that's why I'm in Dubai. I've been here now for 3 weeks. I have launched in both Dubai and Abu Dhabi. We've several schools signed up. So what I did was I flew over loads of past designs, and we got the kids of the UAE involved wearing them, and brought their parents and their principals along, and they absolutely love it. And that's what we're here trying to do, is spreading our message about the importance of enriching and empowering the lives of young people through creativity and sustainability. And yeah, that's what we want to keep doing.
It's just non-stop, because we were meant to have this interview previously, and then you're like, well, I'm jetting off to New York.
I know.
Just over there. It's just
I'm
amazing.
so sorry, by the way.
Not
but
at all.
That was just totally last minute. We were at Climate Week NYC's Sustainable Living partner. And all of a sudden, it was just more activations we were invited to. And we realized that we needed more hands on the ground. And I just was like, oh, guys, can I postpone?
100%. I'll go with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
But now that you're expanding into all these different cities, do you see the creations that they're creating representing, let's say, different environmental issues that you might see in that country?
Absolutely, and different cultures as well, which is amazing. And we've had designs. Last year we had the Warrior team who really played on the inspiration and the story of his culture in the Congo. And I loved that, because he then told that through the headpiece of his design, which was created using single-use plastic spoons, his makeup, stage makeup, and also the performance. And that's what I'm really excited about being here in the UAE, because it's so culturally rich. And I'm so excited. All the students I've met already from all these different backgrounds is really exciting. I think it's going to be an absolute fantastic showcase when we do have our UAE city final next year.
Okay.
And then what's really exciting then is that by September 2022, and Casey, I can't tell you the location just yet, we are announcing that in a couple of weeks, we will have the top designers from the UAE compete in a world final in September 22 against their peers from all the other countries.
And they'll all be invited to travel?
Yes.
Oh,
so
exciting.
You can imagine when all those cultures come together and all of the different stories and the touch points that they want to tell through their sustainable design. It'd be really exciting. And, last year, several stories I saw was, plastic pollution. So we have a Purposeful Plastic Award this year that will be awarded to the individual designer or design team that create a design using plastic, so that are really innovative. And I think about plastic, it's not just plastic bottles, it's not just plastic bags, polyester in your clothes, so upcycling your garments, that's all plastic as well. And we also have habitat loss is a big one, so like your bushfires in Australia, that was a lot of inspiration for last year's creations. And we've also had the fast fashion industry, of course. It's the second
100%.
largest polluter in the world, so lots of students play on them, and it's crazy to see the different materials being used and how fashion can be created out of them.
Speaking of something interesting, you've brought one with you today.
I have.
We were hoping to get a model, but she's not modeling.
Do you want me to show?
Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
I can show
So
you.
we have one creation with us today, and this is an entire piece.
This is an entire piece. So as you'll see, Casey, there's several sections to it. It's huge, but I can send you a photograph. You can show it on your social media.
So
if
this
you
would be
want. That is the shawl.
Shawl.
And if any of your viewers can guess what it's made from.
Okay, so luckily we have Simran here. Who's going to model. Come here.
Are you going to put it on, or should I put it on?
I'll help you.
There's several sections to it, guys. So
we have time. We have nothing but
What goes
time.
on first?
So we put this on first. Now there's a massive headpiece to this as well. So maybe step into that.
And these are
I'm gonna move my
created
heels
from. Oh.
So that just goes on like that. You step into it. These are gloves.
Fabulous.
That's just a sample piece.
And this would have been from another year.
This was a winner in 2014, I believe. But the headpiece of this is like truly amazing.
Is it so dressed, right?
Yeah, this is a dress. So that's the slit at the front.
This is, by the way, how long would this have taken?
Well, you can only imagine this was months and months of work.
Months and months of work. And a team, or is it individual, or is it teams?
So students can enter as either an individual, so it's 13 to 18-year-olds, and they can
That's
enter
nice.
as either an individual or in a team of 3 people. So as you see here, this kind of shows where it stemmed from. So it was women's stockings that were torn, that were discarded. They're no longer fit for purpose.
So look.
So this is where it stemmed from, where they're all ripped into pieces and they begin to weave and crochet the entire design. But like, look at the flowers here on this belt they've created.
Here's this.
So that goes
the hands.
That goes here.
Okay.
Simran is rocking this dress, by the way.
This goes over here.
Can you imagine this is all made from stockings?
So that would just sit on your shoulders. So it would be like a bare shoulders.
Wow.
These hook up your hands. This is your belt.
Case.
Welcome.
It doesn't even smell like stockings.
No, well, this is quite old. Then there's this neck piece, which I thought is beautiful.
Oh, wow.
But you should see the image if you want to share the image on the student. We did a shoot at the Louvre in Abu Dhabi, and one of the students there wore it, and it was absolutely gorgeous.
But it's just so phenomenal. Like, you have the stockings here as an example. First of all, how they managed to find so many.
Exactly. So it's
use
months
materials.
and months of collecting them. It's going to family, friends, neighbours, local communities.
And even like the breakdown of colours here, like it really is like, even, I don't know if you'll be able to see how incredible it is from far away, but like the way they've done it at the bottom is just so stunning. I feel like I'm in like Next in Fashion. I don't know where this goes.
No, that's just a sample piece. That's just a sample.
Here's me like, this is your face covering.
Yeah, and that's the glove then that would just go over the hand and then up and then hang at the back. So it just kind of gives you an idea as to the intricacy that goes in.
Now, Simran, now it's walk time.
Where? I'll just do like a.
Stand on the step over there.
Okay.
So now we'll continue our conversation, Simran.
Okay, I'll just stand.
Oh, watch the heel.
Oh, did it go inside the heel?
Yeah, so just being super careful because it's quite fragile. There we go.
I'll take this back.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like it's your wedding day.
Yeah.
Okay. Now.
Beautiful, and that goes up there.
So if you're just joining and you're like, what are we doing? This is Katie Brill from Junk Kouture, and they are a sustainable fashion roadshow, I would say. You go around to different schools, now in 13 countries, and this is one of the creations, which is just crazy. How can people, if you're a student, if you're a teacher, if you're working in a school, I would be so inspired. Imagine if they had this back when you were in school, Simran.
Well, that would be amazing.
Because Simran loves fashion.
Honestly, Cruella, they should have hired your whole team to dress up.
That's it, and there's so much of that theatrical couture to it as well. So you see everything from quite wearable designs like that, right through to very theatrical designs that are really made for the likes of your Cruella de Vil films or Cirque du Soleil. It's amazing.
This is the future, guys.
This is the future.
I'm dressed in the future.
We are running very short on time, but if people would like to get involved, how can they reach you? How can they get in touch?
So they can head to our website, so junkcouture.com, where it's Junk Kouture with 2 Ks. Or you can, if you are a teacher and educator looking to bring it to your school, please do send me an email. So it's katie@junkcouture.com, and follow us on our Instagram. Our Instagram is a great place of sources for inspiration and kind of a timeline as to how to get involved. So yeah.
Amazing. We've released a demon.
Yes, she won't take it off now. That'll be her for the day.
Here the entire day. Thank you so much for bringing it in. Thank you so much for sharing the story. I feel like this would be something that lots of UAE schools would be very interested in. I think it's very, very fun. So thank you for bringing it to the UAE.
Thank you for having me, guys.
She's sung now. She's involved. Guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show. Later, 7:30 p.m. Please join us. The Expo 2020 opening ceremony is kicking off. We're going to be streaming it right here from the Lovin Dubai office, and it will be streamed at 430 locations across the UAE. Thank you, Katie Brill, for your time. We're back with you later on, same time, same place. Bye bye. Guys, that is a wrap for the Lovin Daily. We are back same time, same place every weekday morning, and of course, don't miss the Lovin Show every Tuesday, where I chat with Dubai personalities. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and have a great day.